Okay, what I want you to do now is just take a couple minutes and I want you to watch this role play of taking a lead and converting it into an appointment. And this was a lead from an open house. So have a look at this and then we're going to move on to step number 7. Hi, is this Francine?
It is.
Hi, Francine. Richard Robbins calling. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm very good. Listen, thank you so much for taking the time to have a look at my listing yesterday. I'm sorry you didn't like it, but hey, you can't like them all. The reason I'm calling is I went on the computer and there's 3 or 4 other homes in that neighborhood that are somewhat similar, around the same price, and I'd love to show you those homes. Do you have some time this afternoon to have a look?
Well, I think I've already seen a couple of them, and I've been speaking to the agents that have them listed.
I see. So what you're doing is, you're just sort of searching on your own, it sounds like?
Yeah.
Right. And you're working with a listing agent. You've just been calling the listing agent, is that right?
Well, that's what I'm doing, and somehow I think that we'll get a better deal if I work with the listing agent.
Oh, I see. A lot of people think that. A couple of things I'd like to mention, because obviously buying a house is a big deal. This obviously the purchase of, probably your most valuable asset to this point, and obviously I'm sure you probably want to get the best price for the house. Does that make sense?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Well, a couple things. Number one is this. I don't know if you realize this or not, but the listing agent is working for the sellers. And do you realize that the listing agent's fiduciary duty is to help the sellers get the most amount of money for that home? So their goal is to negotiate you up as high as they possibly can. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
I know most people don't. Now, they got to be honest with you, but their goal is to get the seller the most amount of money for their home. But the second thing about looking on your own, and believe me, a lot of people are doing it today with the internet, is that what happens if you think about the best homes at the best price in the best locations, quite often those homes will come up and they will sell before they ever get a for sale sign or before they ever get on the internet. And the reason why is because most of those buyers are working with a real estate agent that haul all the inside information to those particular listings. So they sell like in a day, 2 days, sometimes 3 days, and a lot of buyers never even get to see them. So when you're looking on your own, I don't know if you know this or not, but you could be missing some of the best homes, okay, in the best locations at the best price because you don't even know they're for sale.
Wow, you just opened my eyes. I didn't know any of this. I'm still in shock. I can't believe it.
Well, here's what I'm going to suggest to you, and again, totally up to you. But what I generally do with people that are looking for a home, and some people take this lightly, but I want to just, make sure that I communicate to you, this is the purchase of your most valuable asset. This is a big deal. And what I'd like to do is have you and your husband come into the office, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a full needs analysis. I'm going to sit down, I'm going to find exactly what it is you're looking for in detail. Also, what I'm going to do is make sure you're fully qualified so that if we do find the right house, that we know we can get you a mortgage, but also we're going to lock in the lowest possible rate. Because what I can do right now is get you locked into a rate that if rates go up, you get the lower rate. If rates go down, you get the lower rate. And then what I can do is talk to you about how I can serve you and your best interest. Now, I'm looking at my schedule here, and I could see you, I could see you this afternoon around 3 o'clock, or would maybe tomorrow at 1 o'clock work better for you?
Well, do we have to do this in your office?
Well, the only reason I'm suggesting, and we don't, I'd be glad to come to your home, but here's why I'm suggesting it. I think when you come to the office, I'd like you to meet with our support staff. You can see the people that'll be working for you as well. Obviously, we've got a nice big television screen where I can show you great pictures of homes as well as show you some really cool virtual tours right on the screen in our boardroom. So would it be okay to come into our office? Is that something you're comfortable with?
Yeah, sure. I guess we can be there. We can come this afternoon.
Okay, good. Well, let's make it 3 o'clock this afternoon. Now, what I am going to do in advance is I'm going to email you. It's called our Buyer Inform Guide. And it'll give you some more information on what's involved in a purchase. Maybe if you can take a few minutes and review that beforehand, I'd really appreciate it. Does that sound good?
Sure. How long will this appointment take?
Will be no more than 30 minutes.
Okay.
Francine, thanks so much for your time, and I will see you at 3 o'clock this afternoon.
Great. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.